Yo, what's going on, guys? And today will be part 3 of What if Deku switched personalities with Bakugo. Go to the intro now, hooray! Okay, last time we left off, Class 110, I'm actually going to rename it to Class 10A. And I know that I said that Deku, counterpart, had one for all on his fingers, but I realized that didn't make sense because he doesn't have one for all, and he can only get it from All Might. So yeah. Also, guys, I do not have a mic, which is very sad, and I know that I should get one soon, and if I don't, then I'll die. Me and Anime Junkie, go subscribe to him, have had a conversation, and he gave me some feedback, and he said that I definitely need a microphone. And hopefully I'm getting one soon, so yeah. Okay, so let's get started. They both charge in forward, going full force. The fake Todoroki, I'm gonna name him Dodoroki, shoots water and creates a souvenir. Shoot, that's the wrong word. I meant tsunami. Then Todoroki makes a wall of ice and blocks it. But then they jump over, and the fake Deku I'm gonna call Teku. And let's just make his quirk a copy quirk. So he copies Todoroki's ice quirk and shoots a giant ice thing at them. Class 1A dodges it, and they're able to get out of the way before it actually hits them, so good for them. Since they're able to dodge it, they're able to counterattack. Sorry about that, I don't know what happened. And Deku's like, I don't know what I should do, because they only have like 200 points on their head, and that's a decent amount of points, so I think we should go full force and try to get them. But I don't think I should use one for all right now, because I feel like that's not the right time. And then Bakugo just goes like, I think I can help. And they run forward, and Bakugo explodes the guy in the front, and he goes flying off of the horse. But they catch him, so he's able to survive and not get disqualified. But little did they know that Todoroki was setting up a little trap, and they were backed into a corner of ice. Then Deku uses one for all on his arm, and he suppresses it a little bit, so he's actually able to like suppress it. So all he does is kind of hurts. And what he does is that he blocks one of the attacks that Teku is about to do, because apparently he was about to copy it, but he blocks his head right before he's about to use one for all. It snatches his headband, and then they all run away, and they block a wall of ice before Teku punches the wall with one for all. But little does Teku know that one for all can break your arm, so he does the full force punch on the thing, doing like a giant wind blowing up almost them. And they almost fell off the course, and Teku's like, what kind of quirk is this? Why would you ever use this? How did you learn how to control this? Sorry about that. Yeah, that was amazing. And since they have no points now, they're kind of like, oh my goodness, since when was Class 1A able to be so strong? We're Class 110. Oops. I meant Class 10A. I'm so used to it. And they were kind of confused, like, how are they just strong? They were able to beat Teku? He has a copy quirk, so he can copy any quirk possible, even All Might's. But still is able to beat him? I don't believe it. Then the announcer lady, I forgot her name, said, 5 minutes up! There's only 10 more minutes left. And Teku's like, no! Class 1A decides to go for the more weaker groups. But then they see Dupla Arms. I'm just going to call him Dupla Arms because I forgot his name also. I have a really bad memory. I know you can go roast me in the comments if you want, because my memory is as good as the dog with the smallest brain in the world. So basically 2 seconds is my memory range. But they see the Dupla Arms and they're like, there's like no one inside there. Like, why is he just like going solo? Then a tongue from Itsuyu and a grape ball thing from Mineta, and it sticks to Deku, and then he like makes a chain that pulls him towards, and is about to grab the 10,000 banner thing, but then Bakugo goes like, I will protect you! And kicks Mineta and Dupla Arms and explodes them. And he's like, what? Then Bakugo, I know you're so strong, and I need to catch up to you. I've been training so hard, I can barely even feel my arms. But I'm attacking anyways, because I want to be just like you, Deku! Oops, sorry, I should probably would have said, Midoriya! Kissa! By the way, that means dang it in Japanese, but the other word, I'm not going to say it because I don't feel like I should. And Deku's like, oh, I didn't know that he had that much passion. And they charge forward. And then some epic music starts playing, and it's like, I will win! And they start beating up the other classes. And Bakugo was actually able to give Deku a lot of chances to take them. And Deku does take them. And in the end, they actually able to collect all their headbands. Like, with 2 minutes remaining. And they win, and Bakugo is, like, crying. He's like, yes, we win! I never knew that I actually had this in me. I think I'm better than I think. The announcer lady's like, incredible! This has never happened before! This is amazing! They actually collected all of them. Which means they win! Then everyone's really disappointed. They're like, how did they do that? Okay, next is the battles. So everyone on Deku's team was able to pass, and they chose the people that actually did stuff in the horse racing thing. So they were actually chosen to be in the 1v1s. Okay, let's get to the first match. Okay, so the first match is Deku versus Shinso. So the battle starts off kind of like normal. It's like, hey, do you really want to fight me? Do you think that you actually are that strong? And Deku having some experience, but he doesn't know how. So he just kind of like experiments, and he's like, yeah. And he gets under mind control. Shinso's like, good. Now walk over to the edge and jump off. And Deku starts walking over to the edge, and his mind is like, Kisuke! I won't lose! I must not lose! And he activates One for All on his finger, and he's able to turn around and blast it towards Shinso going flying into the wall, and he gets out. And Deku's like, oh, that was close. But he doesn't fully injure his arm, he just does it slightly. But he does see all those figures of all the One for All users. I'm sorry, you can tell me if that's wrong. And he's like, what the heck was that? It's kind of scary. Okay, the next fight is just basically Todoroki versus the other person, and Todoroki obviously wins. Okay, next battle. So we got Uraka versus Bakugo. Bakugo, having switched personalities with Deku, is a little bit nicer, and he doesn't really want to fight Uraka, but he has to. So Uraka, being the smart person that she is, charges forward, and Bakugo goes for a swing, but since he isn't as smart as Bakugo was in the original story, Uraka is able to touch him, and then kicks him up flying through the air, and he's about to get out of bounds, because he got dropped by Uraka out of bounds. He uses his explosions to fly forward and go for an explosion punch, and it slightly grazes Uraka in the face, and he's like, I'm sorry, this has to be. Then he kicks Uraka, and Uraka falls down. And then he uses the explosions again because he's still in midair. And he goes flying, and he punches Uraka in the stomach. Uraka's like, ah! Then Uraka's like, okay, I just gotta float. And she floats, falls down onto Bakugo. I'm sorry, I realized that I paused that. And Bakugo blocks the hit and is about to throw her into the ground when Bakugo starts flying again. He's like, no, I don't know what to do. And since all the debris, Uraka makes them all float into the air and is charging full force at Bakugo. And Bakugo is trying to punch them, but gets hit by a bunch and starts going flying. And then he goes flying out of bounds, and Uraka drops him. And then he's like, okay, I'll just fly again. And he's about to go for another punch, but tries to divert her. But then she already predicted it and taps him. He's like, it's over. And he goes flying into the wall and is about to hit the wall because he's at 0 gravity. He's like, I'll use this to my advantage. And he bursts off, and he's about to go for a kick, but he lands instead. And she's trying to punch him out of bounds again. And he's like, I'm sorry, but I had to do this. And goes for a fully forced punch on Uraka. And Uraka goes flying into the wall. And Bakugo wins. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for this video. Credits to Lucky Liz Kitty. You should go subscribe to her. I'll actually put the link to her channel in the description below. And make sure you subscribe. And yeah, see ya!